Hey gang, welcome back to Mark's 60 Plus Fitness Journey. Okay, you saw it. Old guy getting stronger. Now, that particular old guy getting stronger is my friend, my workout partner, my neighbor, Howard. Howard is 70 years old and tearing it up. Many of you have met Howard, but if you haven't, you'll get to meet him today. He's a hoot to work out with, and he has taken to this workout stuff like a fish to water. He's just absolutely loving it and making great progress. I'm very proud of him, and I'll talk more about that later in the video. But today is a deadlift session for us both, but I want to feature Howard's deadlift session today. He did a great job, so I'm going to show you that. I'll bring you my portion of the deadlift session in a couple of days or so. But one thing before I forget it, I want to say thank you to every one of you out there that happened to see the last video I did about my mom not feeling well. She is feeling much better, on an upward trend, and I think she is getting, every day, getting closer and closer to her old self, which is feisty, which is the way I like my mom. But again, I appreciate all the kind words and thoughts, and I passed them on to her, and she certainly appreciated it. Now, let's get into the gym for Howard, the old guy's deadlift session today. Let's go do it. Yeah, so the secret to that all is the 5 pounds. And there it is. That's the secret 5 pounds. I don't know if you can read that or not. That's the one I misspelled. Yeah, that's the one I misspelled.
Enterprises.
Smith Wickens Schwartz Enterprises, right there. You have to bring our own 2.5s so we can have access to 2.5s. But that's the secret to the progressive.
We were working back over there doing the deadlift.
Well, I know.
And that guy walked up and took the 2.5s right from next to me.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice.
Ours?
Yeah, no, not ours. The ones that were on there.
Okay.
We didn't need them, as it turned out.
Oh, we need them.
We didn't need theirs.
All right, so let's get into my buddy, my workout partner, my friend, my neighbor, Howard's deadlift session today. This is this old guy's deadlift session, another in his strength and fitness journey. Now, many of you have met Howard. If you haven't, you're not familiar, Howard's been working out for about almost 18 months now, but we've been strength training for about 5 months, I'd guess, right around that time. I've got Howard doing the good old 3 strength training movements, deadlifts obviously, squats, and bench presses. And I got to tell you, he's making some amazing progress. But we're moving cautiously on the deadlifts because early on we had a little bit of a back twinge. Howard had a little back twinge, so we want to be a little more diligent about warming up. Dressing his setup. That's what I'm doing here, just reinforcing his setup, getting his hips at the right height and engaging his abdomen, midsection, lats, and think about all those things before he actually does the first rep. Now look at that man's arms. That's a 70-year-old man who's never done any strength training until he turned, let's say, 69. He's got some innate strength in him that is untapped. I'm really excited to see how far he's going to go. Really excited for Howard. And he's an excellent example of what can be done, even at an advanced age, if you've never done any weight training at all. And obviously, I put a lot of emphasis on the importance of strength training as we age, keeping our muscle on our bodies, bone density increases. There's just so many benefits that one gets from making oneself stronger that just help in day-to-day life. And I think that kind of goes without saying. I know a lot of folks are a little leery or scared or think that heavy weights are an anathema to older folks, but I'm just of the opposite opinion. And I think Howard is an excellent example of how it helps older folks, even younger folks. I think this is his first working set, and today this is 145, and we're using a progressive overload approach of 3 sets of 5 reps. So every time he can do successfully 3 sets of 5 reps at a given weight, in this case 145, we move up 5 pounds next session. Hence the little discussion about the secret 5-pound, 2.5 pound plates that we carry around with us. That's the secret 5 pounds that we're using every time we move up one more increment in our progressive overload ladder. And it just so happens in this gym we have a hard time finding 2.5 pound plates. When you don't need them, they're everywhere. When you do, you can find one maybe. So we carry our own just so we have them with us. And I think our next collection is going to include some good collars too. But so I believe that was, what was that? I've talked so much now. That was set 2. Yeah, we're on to set 3. All 3 of these sets, Howard moved really well. And I think each one of these was at an RPE of 5. And when I say that, that's RPE is a rate of perceived effort rated on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 meaning he couldn't have done an extra rep. But he's at an RPE of 5, meaning I think he had 5 more reps in him in each of those sets. And so what we did is we deviated a little bit and did a 4th set and added that secret 5 pounds. So this would be the weight he'd be using the next session. This is going to be 150, so this is set 4. And as I said, he had an easy time of this, but we're going to be cautious and judicious and move up the progressive overload ladder slowly with Howard. He's made great progress in the squats and the bench press, and equally so here in the deadlifts, but like I say, just at a little bit slower, more cautious pace. We're due for a good Howard squat session too, so keep your eyes peeled. We'll have one of those out in a week or 2. But as I said, he's a perfect example of what can be done with weight training at an advanced age, or any age for that matter. I am just extremely proud of Howard, and I just wanted to show him. In his element.
Never what? I've never been able to drop lifts or deadlifts or bench presses by myself. I mean, I was taught of it.
What was the first one?
Drop lifts. Squats, deadlifts, and
Yeah. See, that's all.
I'm lacking oxygen now.
I know you are. We're finishing up with what? We're finishing up here. Hamstrings. We didn't document a lot of this, but
Feel those hands.
yeah.
Oh.